Live, back with another review, and this time we were on my next black shows that's gone on to Netflix, and we're knocking through a lot of them. And this one, I am proud to say that is another one of my favorites. We are reviewing the Parkers. That's right, Kim and Nikki Parker. For those of you who don't know, the Parkers was a spinoff of Moesha, Countess Vaughn, who played Kim. They thought she was very funny, and she was funny enough to get her own spinoff. So they partnered her up with Monique to play as her mother, and they go to Santa Monica College. And, you know, hilarity ensues. It's funny as fuck. Let's get down to the chase. The Parkers is hilarious, and I can see why they brought Kim there, but on Moesha, Kim was very funny. Like, she was the comedy relief. Yeah, she was the comedy relief, and she had a lot of funny parts. She had a funny one-liners and all that other stuff. Yeah, she played a dumb role, but I think she played it well, which is what I will get to later. But if anybody who watched the Parkers know that the person who shines most on the Parkers is definitely Monique. This show has made her a household name. Yes, she has been a comedian for some time. Yes, she was on the Queens of Comedy. Yes, she has funny stand-up. She's one of a few, I know she's one of a few female comedians that a lot of men respect, and she's very hilarious. Like, she's been out since the 90s. That's Baltimore's own, so, you know. I would say this is, like, before this whole, you know, big girl craze or, you know, inclusivity on, like, whatever, every size is beautiful, Monique is the front runner of that. I know she done lost weight in that, but when she was, like, big Monique, she loved her size, she loved the way she looked, she was doing it for the big girl. Monique, I feel like anybody, and even in the plus size model, y'all have Monique to thank, because I feel like she was the front runner of that. She was big, she was black, she was beautiful, and a lot of people, and she had this charismatic energy that I know a lot of people say she's hard to work with or something like that. I don't know Monique personally, but from what I've seen, is that she does, and I feel like it's like this Jordan energy. Like, you know, Jordan's a jerk. He requires perfection. And I feel like that's the same way with Monique. I feel like Monique requires perfection. Monique plays Nikki Parker to a fucking T. It's like every time she's on there, I feel like she steals the show, whether she's chasing Professor Ogilvy or she's doing stuff with her daughter. Like, she is dominant in everything she does on this show. And I feel like, even though Countess Vaughn is the reason like the show got off, I feel like Monique's the reason why the show lasted for so long, for like 5 seasons. Nikki Parker is fucking hilarious. So is Kim, but I do have a problem with Kim, like, being like really, like, you know how she started as the dumb one. Yes, she was dumb, but she got dumber across the seasons, and I know that's a trope that, like, Flanderism, that's the word. Like, they flanderized, like, she just got dumber every season, and I didn't like that. But even though, because she did have talents, but it kind of overshadowed her being really dumb. Yes, she was still funny. You could progress, she gets progressively dumber from season 1 to season 5, because there's only 5 seasons of it. The cast around it, Ken L that plays T, Jenna Von Oy, oh my god. That girl got yams. I'm sorry, like, she's a great actor too. Like, her playing Stevie, she's really great. And I feel like she was that original white feminist, but goddamn, that girl got ass. Like, there's times where she wears nothing but low-rise bootcut jeans, and like, she has like crop top shirts that show off her stomach. That girl in shape. That girl got a body like crazy. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Stevie got a body. Shout out to Jenna Von Oy. The guy that plays Professor Ogilvy, like, the chemistry between Dorian Wilson that plays Professor Ogilvy and Monique that plays Nikki Parker, it's just hilarious. But it also makes you wonder, because, like, throughout the whole season, she stalks him. Like, she literally just stalks him. And he end up, like, spoilers, they end up getting married at the final season. And it's like, the second time you see this work, it's between Steve and Laura. And I don't know who did it. I don't know who's the worst stalker, Steve, or if you call Steve a stalker, but, you know, I don't know if this message is like, if you stalk your girl or you stalk your significant other long enough, they'll end up marrying you. I don't know if that was like a message or something like that, but, you know, that's what they was going for. Like Nikki, she has turned like it's amazing how she turned down plenty other men just so she could be with Professor Ogilvy, and Professor Ogilvy for the longest did not want her. Until like, even though I feel like that last episode is rushed, I feel like it could have been a better storyline. And they did that twice because like, I think it was season 3, like the therapist realized that he was in love with Nikki Parker and he was doing that. All of a sudden he fell out of love. Like, but the second time, I feel like it was even funnier, especially in that last episode when they was actually at the altar. He was like, "I love you, Nikki Parker." And the guy she was supposed to marry, he was like, "I'm not paying for any of this," and then just walked off. I thought that was hilarious. The writing, with the exception of, and this was big at this time, the HIV episodes, the AIDS episodes, because during that time, in a lot of commercials, they was pushing like getting tested for AIDS and HIV and all that other stuff, especially since it was the #1 killer among African American, period, especially African American women. Like HIV and AIDS was like the #1 killer. So I remember like T had this girl he liked and who was played by Chili, and they couldn't get busy because she had to tell him like she's HIV positive. And it kind of made him mad because it was just like he found the woman of his dreams, but yet she was HIV positive and all that other stuff. It's a real good story, but you know, they only do it for one episode. So the writing, but most of the time the writing is lighthearted. Even like Nikki stalking him is like really lighthearted. And like some of the jokes, yes, they're really adult, but they're also lighthearted. And like some of the stuff they get to is just like your regular lighthearted comedy stuff, but it's done so well and it's done so hilarious that you just like, even though you see it coming, you still laugh at it because it was funny and the way they deliver it. Like I said, cliches, I always say this, cliches are not a problem as long as it's done correctly. Like even if you know it's kind of like, it's still going to make you laugh. Like it's the journey there going to make you laugh. And I think like 10 times out of 10, yeah, it does. It's weird. Yvette Wilson goes from Moesha to Andell, so she's basically like worked for like 10 years, which is really good. And she's funny. Rest in peace to her, because she was funny too. Because her being, even though like they had this tall, skinny woman that looked good. I can't remember her name, but she was like there for like 8 episodes, and then they moved to Andell. Obviously, like, but the original woman, she wasn't bad, but Andell is obviously better, and I think Andell was funny too. Like everybody in this cast is just real funny. And what is one of my favorite episodes? One of my favorite episodes, and it's probably in the last seasons, when Monique, she was going through a midlife crisis, and they brought back T-Bo the Clown. And T-Bo the Clown actually like fucking dies, and at the end they was like giving her a eulogy, and Freestyle Unity was basically like they had a song for it, and the whole time was "Mama killed him, Mama killed him, Mama killed him, killed him, Mama killed him, Mama killed him." Like that whole episode is like one of the funniest episodes they did. I don't know how you kept a straight face with that one. Another one was and this is where like Professor Ogilvy was like a simp, because and this one had a story to it too. It started with like Professor Ogilvy getting jury duty, and this beautiful young woman that killed like 4 of her husbands was in trial, and Professor Ogilvy would not charge her guilty. She ended up getting free. And then like at first she disses him, and then like when Professor Ogilvy finds out that he's got $10 million inherited from his uncle, she pops up again and tries to kill him. So, and those were really good episodes, and I think those were stored correctly. A lot of those episodes where another one where Monique was trying to go into the Lakers locker room just to get Shaq jersey, and Dale just kept slapping other people's butts. I think that was a real good episode. It was like the Halloween episode where they brought back Brandy and Moesha and them, because some of the Moesha cats do come on, and at one point all of them do come on there. That was real good. The one with Steve Harvey in there when he was a banker, and that was a real good. Like there's a bunch of good episodes, and it's a very funny show. Overall, if you are a fan of Parkers, if you're a fan of Monique, if you're a fan of, you know, just comedy in general, watch the Parkers. It's funny as it was as an adult as it was when I was young. Like, especially the Tebow the Clown. Like, that one, when you, and I'm telling y'all, when y'all get to that episode, y'all gonna laugh your ass off, because it's one of the funniest episodes they done did. Don't take my word for it, go and watch it yourself. So let me know what y'all think. Are y'all a fan of the Parkers? I know next is like half and half and one-on-one. And I'm gonna tell you this, half and half is the one I'm looking forward to, because I used to love that show when I was younger. So when that comes through October 15th, trust me, y'all gonna see that. Y'all gonna see that review coming soon. Till then, my name is Oscino Fly, and I'm out. Peace.
Fancy ass man wear glove of rings, flying around town in a tub of wings. Found out how to make love to fiends. He mixing that fudge with the drug of dreams. She too teenage to have a drug of choice, but she fuck with that Royce like she love Detroit. She roll.
Pharaoh.
Aha!